a chair down by the lake, rusty arms, a wooden stake. Been there since I was 23. That chair has held the worst of me. The chair by the lake, don't judge, don't ask questions, don't hold a grudge. It just waits through storm and shine, like it knows we all need time. I carved initials once in wood of someone I misunderstood. She's long gone, but let her stay, like ghosts that won't drift away. The chair by the lake remembers more than I dare say or keep in store. It saw me fall, it saw me rise, and kept it all without surprise. Sometimes a place holds what we can't. It gives no sermon, gives no rant. It just stands still, lets you lean, and takes the weight of what you've seen. So when I age and legs get slow, don't move that chair, just let it go. 'Cause maybe someone new will find it fits the curve of their own mind. The chair by the lake just stays and teaches peace in silent ways. We never danced in fancy halls, no bouquets tossed, no toast at all. She wears no ring, I sign no line, but she's been mine, and I've been fine. I don't need a wedding song to know where my heart belongs. Love ain't loud and vows ain't proof. She's been my always, plain and smooth. We share a truck, we share a cat. Our porch is cracked, I'm fine with that. She brings me soup, I fix her chair, and no one asks what we declare. I don't need a wedding song, we've been right all along. There's more to love than white and gold. Sometimes it's warm, sometimes it's bold. They say forever starts in church, but I've seen forever in her smirk. And when I'm sick She holds my hand. That's more than music, more than band. So if we never cut a cake or dance in gowns by some big lake, just know we chose the quiet way. And I'd still choose her every day. I don't need a wedding song. She's been my right in every wrong.
Planted seeds and didn't care if sun would shine or clouds would stare. We just dug dirt to pass the pain and tried to hold back all the rain. But the garden grew without us knowing, while we were tired, while winds were blowing. We never meant to start again, but roots don't wait for perfect men. She pulled weeds with broken nails. I fixed the fence with crooked rails. We didn't say this here is love. We just worked quiet and looked above. The garden grew without us knowing, while we were tired, while winds were blowing. We never meant to start again, but roots don't wait for perfect men. She pulled weeds with broken nails. I fixed the fence with crooked rails. We didn't say this here is love. We just worked quiet and looked above. And the garden grew in secret song, while we were just trying to get along. Now flowers bloom by old regret, in colors we ain't even met. Sometimes love don't come in vows. It grows beneath the broken boughs, and when you blink it's tall and green, a life that bloomed where pain had been. Now we sit with coffee, feet in soil. No plans, no grand pursuit or toil, just smiles between two hands still warm by the place where love was born. The garden grew without us knowing, but Lord, I'm glad we kept on going. Kept the beat like breath itself, a busted kid, a soul with wealth. We played in barns on county nights. He made the rhythm feel just right. My old drummer buddy's gone, left
left his sticks but played neon. He tapped out joy, he thumped out pain. Now I just hum his last refrain. We used to laugh till strings would break, split warm beers by a midnight lake. He swore the stars would know his name. Turns out they did when he went away. My old drummer buddy's gone, but I still hear him in each song. Some ghosts don't haunt, they help you stand. He's every downbeat in my hand. I never said the words out loud that he was more than band and crowd. He was the one who kept me straight. Play slow, he never waits. Last show I played, I brought his stool. The crowd went wild, I kept it cool. But in that silence, after cheers, I swear I felt him wipe my tears. My old drummer buddy's gone, but I'm not done playing him along.
Don't wear red, she don't wear lace, but she's got stars behind her face. She don't walk fast, she walks short, like she's been through and found the cure. She's my kind of beautiful, not loud, just unmovable. She don't ask me to explain, she just sits with me in rain. She sings soft to boiling beans, reads old books and knows what lean means. She laughs more than she makes plans, and always holds with open hands. She's my kind of beautiful, no shine, just full and dutiful. She don't dress up, but she glows in ways only the real heart knows. The world calls beauty something slick, but I've learned it's in the small and thick, in patched up jeans and crooked grin, where the truest kind begins. So if you see her passing through with no makeup, no fancy shoes, don't miss the light she carries wide. She's the kind that love won't hide. She's my kind of beauty, is wide, where the truest kind begins. So if you see her passing through with no makeup, no fancy shoes, don't miss the light she carries wide. She's the kind that love won't hide. She's my kind of beautiful, and I thank God for simple fools.
Barn out back ain't got no cows, just strings and dust and echoed vows. My brother strummed, my mama sang. Those boards still hold that kind of twang. The barn still hums at dusk each day, even when folks have moved away. It sings of love and hay and grace, of all we lost but can't replace. I sneak out there with my old guitar, pick slow tunes under evening stars. And if you listen past the breeze, you'll hear the ghost of harmonies. The barn still hums, though empty now, like songs still stitched to sacred vow. I don't need crowds, I don't need cheer, just that old barn and what I hear. Some folks build cathedrals high, mine was made where swallows fly, with pitch that wavers, rhythm thin, but Lord, it holds the soul within. I should leave this land someday, let that barn rot, but let it play. Let it keep humming raw and low, a song for hearts that learn to grow. The barn still hums at dusk, it's true. Somehow so do I do too.
Two chairs by the window face the field, where time moves slow and hearts get healed. She reads in hers, I hum in mine, and somehow that just feels divine. Two chairs, one view, one gentle day. No need for much, no words to say. We've learned to speak with just our hands, and silence builds what love understands. understands. The curtain sways with noon's warm side. She looks at me and I know why. No need to ask, no need to prove. We're rooted deep, we do not move. Two chairs, one breeze, one steady flame. Not every love has to proclaim. Some just sit still and bloom in light, like flowers growing out of night. We've had storms and coffee spills, but love comes back when the house is still. And peace ain't found in perfect lines, it's in the space where stillness shines. So if you pass and see us there, just know we're saying silent prayers of thanks for all we didn't chase, that brought us to this quiet place. Two chairs by the window wide, and love that doesn't need to hide.
There was a time I'd curse the glass, call myself names, drink too fast. But now I shave and crack a grin at the man who chose to start again. The man in the mirror ain't mad anymore. He don't punch walls or slam no door. He don't chase ghosts or pick old fights. He just nods and sleeps at night. I let my beard grow last July. Didn't care if folks passed me by. Now I trim it just enough to remind myself that I've been tough. The man in the mirror looks worn and wise, with crow's feet round his quiet eyes. He don't brag and he don't lie. He's just proud, he still tries. Forgiving yourself ain't fast or clean. It's built through tears and nicotine. But one day you see who's looking back, and find a friend in all you lack. So I hang my hat on that cracked frame, whistle soft and say my name. 'Cause now I walk with open doors, and I ain't mad no more. The man in the mirror finally sees the best thing I've forgave was me.
Man in the mirror finally sees the best thing I forgave was me. She said goodbye on county line, left me standing by that sign. I thought it meant the whole thing's done, but roads keep going past the sun. The road didn't end there, though I cursed the open air. It bent and dipped, it curved and cried, but still it walked me back inside. I found a diner 10 miles south, waitress with a cherry mouth. She poured me coffee, asked my name, and lit a spark I can't explain. The road didn't end with her shoes, just changed the way I carried blues. Sometimes a bend is mercy made. Not every love is meant to stay. Heartbreak lies like it's the wall, but it's a door after all. And every note just hides a yet. You'll see it once you've wept and slept. Now when I pass that county line, I tip my hat and nod just fine. 'Cause though she left, I still repair, and the road, it's still out there. The road didn't end, just turned, and in that turn, a new love burned. Burn and didn't end, just turned, and in that turn, a new love burned.
stood still. Same creaky door, same windowsill. The waitress smiled, but not the same. She didn't know your coffee name. That corner table in 98 still holds the ghost of our first date. Your laughter danced across that wall. Now it's just echoes, that's all. The jukebox played a faded tune, the kind we'd hum on Sunday noon. I sat alone, 2 cups, 1 heart, pretending we were never apart. That corner table in 98, where young love learned to hesitate, where you once said we'll be just fine. Now only silence sips the wine. They say don't go where memories stay, but some goodbyes won't fade away. I didn't come to chase the past, just needed proof it once could last. I paid my bill and tipped too much, still left your napkin there untouched. 1 chair pushed in, 1 pulled aside, just like the night you said goodbye. That corner table's just wood and nail, but love still lingers in details. She wore lavender in June, smelled like dusk and second tunes. I showed up in flannel late, with hands that shook beneath the weight. She wore lavender, I brought quiet. She danced soft, I kept the diet of saying less what I feel, but still she stayed, still she was real. We didn't talk about the past, she didn't ask if I'd be last. She poured the tea, I lit the light, and somehow both of us felt right. She wore lavender, I wore years, covered up in silent fears. But she just smiled and held her cup, and every wall I had gave up. Love ain't about who speaks first, it's who stays when you feel cursed. She didn't fix, she didn't mend, she let me be and called it friend. Now every time she ties her hair, that purple scent still hangs the air. And though I speak in softer tones, with her I finally found a home. She wore lavender, I brought me, and somehow that was all she. We didn't talk about the past. She didn't ask if I'd be last. She poured the tea, I lit the light, and somehow both of us felt right. She wore lavender and brought me, and somehow that was all she needed.
Used to flinch at thunder cracks, hide my heart and turn my back. But now I step into the storm, let the water rinse me warm. Rain don't scare me anymore. I ain't running for the door. Let it pour and soak my boots. There's peace in getting back to roots. I've loved and lost, I've cursed the sky, but never stopped to ask it why. Now I let the heavens cry and wear that grief until it's dry. Rain don't drown me like before. It just speaks what I ignored. Let it wash the years I feared. I'm stronger wet than I appeared. You don't get brave by staying dry. You walk through clouds and let them sigh. And when it clears, you'll see your name carved in puddles, not in shame. So if you see me walking slow through a field where gray winds blow, just know I've found a softer shore. Rain don't scare me anymore. Rain don't scare me, not one bit. It taught me how to finally sit. Still smell smoke from yesterday. The fire we built won't fade away. You leaned on me, your laugh was low. We said nothing, let embers glow. Last night's firewood still burns in corners where my memory turns. Though you're gone with
breaking day. The warmth you gave won't slip away. You left before the coffee brewed. No kiss, just autumn mood. But somehow that one simple spark lit something new inside my dark. Last night's firewood, plain and dry, taught me love don't need to try. Sometimes one night's all it takes to shift the ground where your heart breaks. I don't know where your train ran to, but I know what your silence knew. Some goodbyes feel more like grace when they don't beg for time or place. So I'll stack wood again tonight. Let shadows dance in soft delight. And though this hearth holds only me, the warmth you left still sets me free. Last night's firewood still warms, even in the coldest storms. I've written lines and rhymed your name, lit old wounds like candle flame. But this time I just wanna rest. No poetry left in my chest. This is the last song I'll never write. No moon, no stars, no sleep at night. Just one deep breath and let you go. Not with a bang, but soft and slow. I kept you stitched in every tune, like shadows stitched to waning moons. But even echoes lose their edge, and some hearts need a final ledge. This is the last line you'll inspire. No smoky eyes, no silent fire. I won't pick up this pen for you. You're not my storm to write into. They say goodbyes make music best, but I found peace in quiet rest. You were a verse I had to learn, but not the one I must return. So I'll hum a tune that's mine alone, and leave your ghost outside my home. not regret, just closing late. The last song I'll never write. The last song I'll never write is where my silence starts to fight. Didn't do. And I won't pick up this pen for you. And some hearts need a final rose, but even echoes lose their edge, and some hearts need a final ledge. I loved her from the second row, behind her braids soft as snow. She never knew, she never guessed, but my heart never gave it rest. I loved her quietly and true, like faded ink on Sunday shoes. She smiled once, and that was all. It built a fire, too scared to call. She dated boys who shined and danced, while I just watched from circumstance. I carved her name inside a tree. It grew, she left, but not from me. I loved her quietly, still do, like old rain clings to morning dew. She's someone's wife, I tip my hat and love her still, just not like that. Some hearts never break out loud, they just hum slow beneath the cloud. And when I pray, I say her name, not to have, just to remain. So if you ask what love feels like, it ain't all roses, stars or bikes. Sometimes it's just the way you stay when all the loud has walked away. I loved her quietly for years, with no regrets, just silent tears. didn't ask about my scars or why I flinch beneath the stars. She didn't fill the room with sound, just stayed until I came back round. She gave me silence that healed, not a fix, not a spin on the wheel. She let the quiet do its part, and let the stillness stitch my heart. No question sharp, no worried eyes, just simple nods and fireflies. She'd hum some tune with no real name, and somehow peace just softly came. She gave me silence, not advice, no sermon list or sugar spice, just her presence near the flame. And not once did she say my name. It's rare to find a soul so kind, who doesn't try to read your mind. She just sat there, held the air, like saying, boy, I'll still be there. I learned that healing ain't so loud. It ain't applause, it ain't a crowd. It's just someone who lets you be and sees the storm but lets you see. She gave me silence that healed, and in that hush I found what's real. There's a patch behind the old tin shed where burnt grass still turns hints of red. Grandma used to light the leaves, said let the smoke make space to breathe. That burnt grass smell, it lingers still, like Sunday prayers and windowsills. It takes me back to flannel sleeves and all the things she'd never grieve. She'd hum while stirring stew at noon, and whistle low a gospel tune. Her hands were cracked, her voice was soft, but Lord, her truths could shake you off. That burnt grass held her secret ways. The fire cleared her heavy days. She said, what's gone don't need to stay. The smoke will teach you how to pray. Now I lie leaves behind that shed, let memories curl above my head. She's gone, but somehow in the haze I feel her near on autumn days. I teach my boy to strike
Her hair was braided that warm June day. Sun hit her boots like a sunbeam stray. She passed me by in the feed store line, smelled like rain and sweet red wine. Her hair was braided loose and kind, like every thought I couldn't find. I never said a single word, but every heartbeat she still stirred. She rode off quick on that rusted bike. I watched her leave like just my type. Friends all teased, said I stood dumb. Guess some silences never come undone. Her hair was braided, swinging free down the back of who she'd never be. To me she was a passing breeze, but that braid still ties up memories. Years go fast like gravel roads, but some girls stay in what you hold. I married once, loved just fine, but she's the thread that stitched my spine. Saw her photo in the county fair, with kids and time inside her stare. I smiled and tipped my hat at fate. Some loves ain't lost, just never late. Her hair was braided and that's enough. Some moments live when love is tough.
She came rolling down that gravel lane. Same old bike, same summer rain. Hair tied back like nothing's changed, but time had drawn its quiet frame. The girl on the rusted bicycle still look like every dream I held. She said, "Hey stranger, long time gone." I smiled and said, "Guess we've moved on." She talked about her kids and farm. I laughed too loud to hide my arms. Still wearing scars she couldn't see from years we lost to who we'd be. The girl on the rusted bicycle rode through my bones, slow and gentle. No blame, no spark, just